Should you ever question a child? That's the topic of this particular video. Should you ever question a child? I'm not talking about the parents, mom and dad. Anyone outside of mom and dad, can you? Should you ever question a child? What's a child? Anyone under the age of 18, as we usually refer to a child, or a dependent, as it were. So, here is the story. This is a true story. A few weeks ago, in my store. Now, again, for those that may not know this particular situation, I have a convenience slash variety store, and I still sell affordable things for people who don't have very much money. Like the old mom and pop operation, I still sell modestly priced items, and I sell penny candy. I still do. I've been doing it for many years now. And so once upon a time my candy cost a penny, and now it's 2 cents since the price of confections has gone up over the years. So anyway, it's 2-cent candy now, and I have 5-cent and 10-cent candy, and so on and so forth. But anyway, this one day a young lady comes in with her 2 sons, around the age of 8 and 10 years old, 2 boys, and a black mom, I might add. She asked me for some candy out of my display, and so while she's deciding what she wants, I asked the boys, how are you all doing in school? And so they give me this blank, puzzled look, as if they're looking for mom to answer that question. And so they walk away. She said, oh, this is what the mom said, oh, they don't talk to strangers. Okay. A light bulb goes off in my head immediately from that statement. They don't talk to strangers. All right. Now the store man, the store owner, the manager, the owner of the store becomes a stranger. All right, fair. All right. So I went on to say why she's looking to see what she wanted to purchase, and I said, oh, well, maybe one day, you know, when they get older and they have to get out into public and deal with people socially in a public place like a restaurant or what have you. And then she stopped me and she said, oh, she looked at me and said, you never question a child. Pump the brakes. I didn't say this to her, but I did not say anything else to those children. I did not question them. I was just making a general statement that one day, even though you don't speak to strangers now, but one day you're going to have to eventually say something to a person that could be looked at as a stranger. It could be a police officer, a fireman. It could be your teacher in school. But you're going to have to talk to someone that's not your mom or dad or relative. So after she made that statement to me, you never question a child, and she looks at me with this hostile look all of a sudden, like she was wearing her feelings on her sleeve that day, and she said, never mind, I don't want anything, y'all come on. And they walked out of the door. So she had just some change in her hand. When I say change, she wasn't trying to spend any real money, but she had some change, as in coins, in her hand when she was looking to see what she wanted. And so she walked next door to the gas station. And I was heading that way anyway, because that's my place I usually go get my coffee, even though I can make coffee in my own store, but I like to get out of the building. So I walked over there, and guess who was there? Her and her boys. And you know, she pulled out some cash, literally some cash, $5 bill to buy whatever she was buying over there, and she was spending more money, as if, after she saw me, as if to show me that, look at me now, I'm spending some money with these other people instead of you. She didn't hurt my feelings. So that's not the issue. The issue is, why are you so insecure? Why are you sheltering your children from the world? And someone might say, well, brother teacher, maybe she wasn't sheltering her children. Case in point, a few times I was going to the bank. Her two boys were by themselves without mom, and they were walking past me as I'm going one direction back towards my business, and they're walking towards me. They saw me. They turned their head the other way after they looked at me and walked past me. I didn't address them at all. And the second time I saw them, it was the same. As soon as they looked at me, they looked the other way and kept going, disregarding the fact that somebody was walking down the street, and it happened to be me because of the first incident, I would imagine. But anyway, I could tell in their energy, their vibration, their body language, that they were avoiding having any conversation with me or even acknowledging that I was even there by virtue of what their mom said. Now, if she said that to me, I'm sure that she's that way with virtually everybody else outside of her comfort zone. So, my question to you is, does this make sense? Her behavior or how she behaved. You never question a child. So let's back up a little bit. Don't forget what I said. The question I asked, I should say. How are you doing in school? They look the other way and look at mom and then walk past mom. And she said, oh, they don't speak to strangers. So how do you navigate in this world and never speak to anyone that's an adult and you are a child? That's what I'm curious about. How does she handle that situation? They don't speak to strangers. So the person whose store you bringing them in with you cannot ask your child something as basic and simple as, how you doing in school? That's pretty much a common question asked to children by anyone in any public setting. How you guys doing in school? They don't talk to strangers. Wow. It's not like we're in the wooded area or we're out somewhere in seclusion or on the street. You're inside of a business establishment. I just want to know what your view is on this, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me what you think. Was this woman a little overboard? Is she a little cuckoo in the head or what? You just should have really been here to see it. And if it sounds bizarre, it looked bizarre when she responded the way that she did. So it made me feel a certain way, and it's really sad. I hope those two young men grow up to be not insecure. I put it like that. Just let me know what you think. I await your response. Thank you very much. So long.